Subaru just took the wraps off the all-new 2019 Forester at the New York Auto Show. For the most part, it's bigger, safer, and better in almost every way. Squint just right, and you might be able to tell this new 5th-generation Forester from the 4th-gen it replaces. Subaru has opted for evolution rather than revolution throughout this vehicle. The biggest change most people will notice is the additional 1.4 inches of legroom in the back seat, turning what was once a cramped perch into one that's now more spacious than the Outback's, or that of many luxury cars. The wheelbase has also been stretched by 1.2 inches, which helps facilitate the more spacious interior. This new Forester will also be stiffer than the outgoing model, resulting in decreased noise, improved ride quality, and sharper handling. That's because it's built on a stretched version of the same modular Subaru Global platform that also underpins the new Crosstrek and Ascent. It has the same impressive 8.7 inches of ground clearance as other Subarus, the same all-wheel drive system, and the same continuously variable transmission. The only engine option will be an updated, direct injection version of the 2.5-liter flat-four that gains 12 horsepower and 2 pound-feet for a total of 182 horsepower and 176 pound-feet of torque, a modest, but welcome boost. Buyers are likely to notice the increase in standard equipment levels. All trim levels of the Forester now have LED headlights, semi-autonomous safety features, and programmable driving modes that alter throttle response and transmission settings to maximize either fuel efficiency or responsive driving experience. Higher trim levels benefit from roof rails, a moonroof that extends over the rear seats, leather seats, and unique interior and exterior trim pieces. Headlining the options list is a new and novel technology Subaru has dubbed Driver Focus, which can identify the faces of different drivers, and remember their preferences for seat and mirror positions, and climate control settings. Driver Focus also works to monitor whether or not the driver is paying attention to the road, and will alert them if their attention wavers. That feature will likely prove popular with parents of teenagers, as it could work to help prevent texting while driving. Subaru likes to call the Forester an SUV, but with the same platform and transmission as the Crosstrek hatch, and a similar motor and transmission to the Outback, as well as prices for the three that overlap depending on spec levels, it can be hard to tell where each falls within the brand's lineup. The compact Crosstrek, mid-size Forester, and larger Outback, as well as the new 8-seat Ascent, are all unibody, AWD crossovers, rather than body-on-frame, four-wheel drive SUVs. Pick the one that suits your budget, and is sized appropriately for the number of dogs, or human offspring you wish to carry. The range offers effectively identical experiences beyond those two factors. And that leads us to our biggest criticism of the new Forester in particular, and Subaru's newly expanded range of crossovers in general. They lack enthusiast-oriented options. The 4th-gen Forester was available in an XT trim level that offered a powerful, turbocharged motor, tight suspension, and a manual transmission. It was still practical, but also super fun to drive. This new Forester has no such option. And that's a shame. The same company that makes the bonkers WRX STI, and the sweet-handling BRZ, has now built a wall between driving experience and utility. That's not to say that the Forester won't remain a wonderfully practical option for many drivers. Where other brands focus on headline horsepower figures and aggressive styling, Subaru does an outstanding job with practical, but less sexy features. The unfashionably tall glass house on the new Forester should result in excellent outwards vision for the driver and all their passengers. The flat-four engine helps there too, reducing the height of the hood for better forwards visibility, while lowering the center of gravity to improve handling. They've even managed to make the CVT work pretty well in their latest cars. And, of course, you can't buy a safer car.
The new Nissan Leaf, the world's best-selling electric vehicle, has been named the 2018 World Green Car at the 2018 New York International Auto Show. Leaf is the icon of Nissan Intelligent Mobility, the company's vision for changing how cars are powered, driven and integrated into society. The first all-electric vehicle to win the World Green Car Award since the category's inception in 2016, the 2018 Nissan Leaf has been reinvented for its second generation. Available in showrooms today, the new Nissan Leaf combines greater range with a dynamic new design and the latest Nissan Intelligent Mobility features including ProPilot, e-pedal, automatic emergency braking and more. Daniele Schillaci, Executive Vice President, Global Marketing and Sales, Zero Emission Vehicle and Battery Business, Nissan Motor Company, Limited, said, "We're very proud that since Nissan Leaf launched in 2010, we've been able to put more than 300,000 zero-emission electric vehicles on the road worldwide, helping to reduce carbon footprints around the globe. We're honored to be recognized by this esteemed jury and proud to continue to expand the vision of Nissan Intelligent Mobility." The 2018 Nissan Leaf rose to the top among a list of 5 initial category entries and was the standalone EV in the running. Jurors considered the vehicle's overall environmental impact including emissions and fuel consumption upon selecting the overall winner. The previous generation Nissan Leaf was named World Car of the Year in 2011 and remains the only pure electric vehicle to win that award in its 14-year history.
Among the many reveals at the 2018 New York International Auto Show, Subaru introduced an all-new, 5th-generation Forester. Despite looking almost exactly like the outgoing model, the 2019 Subaru Forester is actually completely new from the ground up, featuring new changes and design elements. Because the Subaru Forester is such a popular model for the brand, the company took the approach of "don't fix what ain't broke." The outgoing Subaru Forester is already a top-selling hit, so to keep old buyers interested while tickling the interest of new buyers, Subaru actually kept its changes to the Forester rather subtle. The new Forester rides on Subaru's latest modular global platform, along with a revised version of its signature 2.5-liter naturally aspirated Boxer Flat 4. And there's even a new sport trim model, offering unique exterior and interior styling upgrades. The car also grows slightly in size, with the wheelbase increased by a little more than an inch to 105.1 inches, up from 103.9. The result is a bump in rear seat legroom and overall interior space. The usual trims of Premium, Limited, and Touring remain, with the new Sport trim joining the lineup. All receive the same 2.5-liter Boxer Flat 4 engine, with 182 horsepower and 176 pound-feet of twist, in addition to fuel-saving auto stop-start tech. Helping to channel the power to the axles is Subaru's latest Lineartronic continuously variable transmission, CVT. And of course, being a Subaru, the company's legendary symmetrical all-wheel drive system is standard across the board. Other highlights of the latest Subaru Forester include the company's EyeSight driver assist technology, which alerts the driver of distractions and fatigue while on the road, and is standard on all new Foresters. This tech also includes Subaru's Driver Focus, which constantly monitors the driver's movements, specifically detecting the position of the driver's eyes, and enunciating a warning when those eyes aren't facing forward. Ultimately, the idea of EyeSight and Driver Focus is to reduce distracted and fatigued driving. Driver Focus is standard on the Touring model, and optional on all others. As for the new sport model, it receives a long list of unique exterior and interior styling elements: bespoke 18-inch wheels, a standard rear spoiler, and orange accents with flat black underguards and roof rail mounts. The Forester Sport also receives an exclusive version of Subaru's Intelligent Drive, or SI Drive. The SI Drive system in the Sport gets special Intelligent and Sport Sharp modes. Choose one of the latter and it adjusts the behavior of the Forester Sport's Lean-Artronic CVT, which is programmed to simulate 7 forward gears. Subaru didn't state when the new Forester launches, but we anticipate it to begin surfacing in the closest showroom near you later in the year, with pricing to be announced closer to the time. If you're in town, be sure to check out the 2019 Subaru Forester on the floor of the Jacob Javits Convention Center next week.